That was my daughter Sophie. At the time it was shot, she was 2 years and 4 months old. Now she's 3 years old. And as I said, since the day she was born, I've been fascinated by the way she was developing her motor skills. I'm a dancer, and as a dancer, I was very interested in the way she was identifying and challenging her own limitations each and every time. At a later stage, when outdoors, I began noticing other parents to little children and the way they gave them freedom to experience new things. And I was most interested by the manner they dealt with what they perceived as failure or danger. For example, falling down. I clearly remember times sitting at a public place, some distance away from Sophie, just letting her try to stand up by herself. Each time she was just about to fall down, immediately 2 other adults would bolt to their feet with terror in their eyes, trying to save her. And I found it always amusing, not just by their glances at me later, no doubt blaming me for criminal neglecting of my child's safety, but also by Sophie, nonchalantly trying to rise up again towards her next fall. And there were many. I continued to observe parents with their children, usually just playing around together with lots of physical contact involved. And it became clear to me that whenever a parent was feeling comfortable in the way he or she moved, the child was also comfortable and enjoying the situation. But when the parent was feeling apprehensive or under stress, then the child felt and reacted accordingly. Those experiences helped pinpoint to me an important basis of contact improvisation, a form of dance which I practice and teach, and which I will elaborate on immediately. And this is the point. When 2 people are in physical contact, there's always a flow of information between them. This includes physical information like or weight, but also sensory information like fear and excitement. Contact improvisation is an improvised dance form which is based on real-time communication and a point of physical contact between 2 people or more. This is an opening point for a physical exploration which consists of weight sharing, losing and regaining balance, playing with momentum, and other surprises. In the practice, we use elements from dance, acrobatics, and martial arts which rely on somatic sensibilities and organic movement. Contact improvisation is a dialogue between 2 people, and it begins by both sides listening to each other. But listening to what exactly? Well, to that which is already there without having us to add anything to it, without any thinking, planning, or navigating. Contact improvisation honors the present moment. Any planning, intentions, or thoughts will only distract our attention from what is happening and may cause us to lose contact and maybe to miss out on an opportunity for a nice ride. On the other hand, Any surrendering of will or intent will help us to stay together and present in the dance. During contact improvisation, both dancers aspire for a complete two-way communication, which is more intensive than a face-to-face conversation because we allow information to flow simultaneously in both directions. We give and receive information at the same time. There are two main elements leading the dialogue between the dancers: communication to flow and give it its special and unique quality as an authentic and immediate expression. The first element is the physical contact between the dancers. We aspire for a continuous, ongoing contact throughout the duration of the dance and to be fully aware of it. Physical information can come in the form of leaning, pushing, falling, lifting. The intimate contact that is made makes it difficult for us to hide the emotional state we're in. The second element in the dance is improvisation. Since the development of the dance is unexpected, we can't prepare for it or our next step. It demands our full attention and readiness for surprises at any fraction of a second. It demands immediacy. The amount of information and its intensity spurs us to act intuitively. And this very clearly reveals our own behavioral patterns, which are a product of our life experience. During a contact dance, which doesn't have any preliminary information or declaration of any purpose or intent, we get an interesting glimpse on our own characters. For example, a person who is very talkative, always creates information, will probably dance contact the same way. Or a person who discovers during a dance that when asked to give support, he always collapses or tries to avoid it, might find some resemblance to the way he acts in other everyday life experiences. Or a person who is a good listener, able to connect and understand with the experience of the other, will be successful in having a complex communication during the dance. Suddenly, we're able to perceive our own tendencies towards passivity, taking initiative, being manipulative, being playful, looking for harmonious flow, or our tendency to break from certain directions and look for surprises. This perception helps us to understand our own behavioral patterns, be aware of them, and maybe, just maybe, also play with them a little bit. From there, we can learn how to use our learned physical responses as an effective and positive tool in the way we behave and communicate with the world. I'd like to conclude my talk by inviting to the stage my good friend Sharon Danon for a short and intimate contact improvisation duet. You're welcome just to relax and enjoy. You don't really have to try to analyze our characters when you dance.